Comparative Management Philosophy, American, Japanese and William Ochi's Theory Z. By Dr. Tanmay Panda. Management thinkers have long debated which employment and management philosophy produces better organizational performance: the American performance-driven model or the Japanese long-term relationship model. These two systems differ in how they view employee responsibility, job security, loyalty, and organizational accountability. William Ochi later proposed a balanced approach known as Theory Z, combining strengths from both systems. This paper explains and compares these three perspectives. Traditional American management emphasizes individual performance and accountability. Employment is often considered performance-based rather than permanent. In this system, employment continues as long as the employee delivers measurable results. Responsibility is placed strongly on the individual manager or worker. The company is not seen as fully responsible for an employee's failure if proper resources and authority were given. If a manager fails to deliver outcomes, removal from the role is considered a rational business decision, not a moral wrongdoing. Performance evaluation is frequent and results-oriented. This approach promotes efficiency, competitiveness, and fast decision-making. However, it may also create job insecurity and stress, and sometimes reduces long-term loyalty. Core belief: results justify continued employment. Traditional Japanese management developed a very different approach based on long-term commitment and mutual trust between employer and employee. Key features include long-term or lifetime employment after recruitment, strong organizational loyalty. The company treats employees like extended family members. Employees are continuously trained, advised, and counseled throughout their career. Weak performance is first addressed through mentoring and support rather than dismissal. Responsibility is often viewed collectively. Failures may reflect system or team issues, not only individual faults. Promotions and growth are frequently based on seniority and experience. This system builds deep trust, stability, and shared identity. However, it can sometimes reduce flexibility and slow organizational change. Core belief: develop and retain people for the long run. William Ochi's Theory Z, a balanced model. William Ochi observed both American and Japanese systems and concluded that neither extreme alone was ideal. He proposed Theory Z, a hybrid management philosophy combining long-term employment relationships with performance accountability. Theory Z recommends long-term employment, but not necessarily lifetime employment. Strong trust between employer and employee. Continuous counseling, training, and development. Holistic concern for employee well-being. Participative and collective decision-making. Slow and careful evaluation of performance. Retention and support first. Dismissal only after fair effort at improvement.
This model views employment relationships similarly to a long-term partnership, similar to a traditional marriage concept, where both sides try to preserve and improve the relationship through guidance and patience. However, if performance remains inadequate despite support, termination is acceptable. The core belief: long-term relationship with fair accountability. Aspect: American model, Japanese model, Theory Z by Ochi. Employment: short-term and performance-based, lifetime or very long-term, long-term but flexible. Responsibility: individual, collective, shared. Evaluation: fast and result-focused, slow and developmental, careful and balanced. employee support, limited, comparative summary, extensive, extensive. Firing, acceptable if performance fails, rare, last option after support. Trust level, moderate, very high, high. Conclusion. The American and Japanese management philosophies represent two contrasting approaches, one centered on performance accountability and the other on loyalty and long-term commitment. William Uchi's Theory Z provides a practical middle path, combining employee development, trust, and organizational stability with reasonable performance expectations. Modern organizations increasingly adopt this balanced approach, recognizing that sustainable success requires both human commitment and measurable results.